No recording the show tonight without the express written consent of Major League Baseball. I always want fries with that, by the way.
Poor Audrey forgot to unmute herself.
This show is brought to you by Bricks Everywhere.
Right, yay, everybody!
I really need lasagna, but like ravioli style.
Welcome, everybody. It's Friday night. Here we are. Glad to see you with us tonight for another BYOI Friday evening. Hey, thank you for coming. We're happy you're here and happy to be able to perform for you as we do every Friday night on both Zoom Live, which you are in, and YouTube, which is pretty much live, although maybe a couple seconds delayed. But if you're watching on YouTube, we thank you for being here and hope you're enjoying the show. Hey, if you're on Zoom, we'll talk about the Zoomy things you can do shortly. And if you're on YouTube, you can like us, you can subscribe, and you can do the tube. So you know it, do it. A few things that I mentioned, Zoomy wise. You'll probably find that you, for the most part, enjoy the show a little bit more if you watch it not in gallery view with little tiny squares, but in speaker view with big bold squares. And you can get to that up there by clicking the icon up in the corner that says view and change it to speaker view. You'll get a better view that way, we think. And the other nice thing about Zoom is it's got chat. There's a little button down there that lets you turn it on, and then a thing appears over there and you can start typing in stuff. And that's how you communicate with us during the show. And just to prove that you can do it, why don't you start putting in some things in the chat like, oh, what's your favorite food to have at a Labor Day picnic or barbecue? You can put that in there just to get those fingers warm because we'll need some suggestions later from you. All right, so a couple things we have to go over. Exits. If there is an emergency, there is an exit. You are where you are, you know where the exits are. I don't, so I'll have to trust you to do what you need to do. Get out, it's okay. We'll carry on, we're not there, but get safe. The other thing is bathrooms. Once again, you know where they are, we're not there and do not want to be. So don't take us with you if you need to go. Feel free, leave Zoom behind. That's our guidance. We can do without it. Thanks. Okay, I'm Ian, I'm your host tonight. Carrie, you know, you've been spending lots of time with her prior to the show, our door lady tonight. And I've got a great cast for you. I've got Jared.
Hey, folks, don't mix up the availability dates and non-availability dates in an email.
I've got Audrey.
The truth will not be silenced or muted.
I've got Mallory.
Now with the webcam, and you can actually see me.
I've got John.
It fogged the other day and it surprised me so much I didn't even see it coming.
I've got Candace.
Hey, sometimes when you use your boyfriend's computer, the name sticks.
And I've got Daniel.
Here I am, not talking as much as I normally do. It's a blessing.
All right. And of course, I've got one of you because we have to have our featured audience member, our fam. Our fam will answer a few questions in an interview and inspire us throughout the show. So Carrie, why don't you let us know who is going to be our fam tonight with the Fam Cup?
Fam Cup.
Hi. Okay, cool. So we have the Reading Rainbow Fam Cup tonight, which may be BB-8 later. And if I pick Andrea, I almost want to pick the mystery person behind Andrea. Andrea says no. Let's see what she's typing in chat really quick. But actually it was Walker. So yay, Walker! You guys may need to hit unmute. Here we go, yay!
There you go.
All right.
Yeah. All right, so Walker, you know how this works because you've been fam before. And so give us lots of good stuff. You know how to do it, you know the routine. And so Jared, Audrey, take it away.
All right. Walker, I'm glad you got that sneeze out of the way before we started asking questions. Thank you for that. And now let's start a question. Hey, Walker, when you were younger than you even are now, what was your favorite book?
never really read when I was younger. I
didn't
not
mean like
reading
two.
when I was young.
Good Night Moon.
Good Night Moon. I don't even.
It's a scintillating book. And I'm on the edge the whole time I read that book.
Oh yeah.
Now, here's the fun part.
I
Can
did.
you do like a quick one-sentence summation of Good Night Moon?
I don't remember the story.
You don't remember the story?
No.
With the mouse and the moon, you're in the room and you say goodnight to everything as you go to sleep.
No.
Say goodnight to the mouse.
No.
Clearly, I didn't read it enough time.
I'm feeling old.
Good night, house. Good night, mouse. Good night, old woman in the chair.
There's a real good night theme to that book. You just,
I don't remember this book.
Yeah, it's a pretty explicit running theme, full of motifs, you know.
I'm feeling old.
So speaking of being young and not quite knowing what you're doing, I'm wondering if you could go back in time and hand yourself a Post-it note that has like advice for your past self, or it just has like, this movie's going to come out in 2020 and it's going to be awesome. What would you tell yourself in the past?
What would I tell myself? I would say to my past self, don't raise a Palpatine. Really? This is what you told me? Really?
Wow.
That's not exactly what I told you. But that's
Wait,
okay.
what did you say? You know what? Whatever. You know what?
That's what you get for cheating for answers from your mom, you know?
Yeah, because she doesn't know what she's talking. Mostly because she doesn't know what she's talking about.
Listen to Mallory.
Audrey, mom.
Audrey.
Walker,
Go on.
what would your mom say is your most recent Netflix binge?
You're asking him questions he can't answer. What's the last thing we watched on Netflix?
Or Amazon Prime? Look, Netflix is just kind of a general term for streaming shows.
Probably Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
All right. And now my favorite follow-on question. What is like a one-sentence summation, and don't use Goodnight Moon in any of it, of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade?
Dad, we're being attacked by Nazis.
That's like the whole Indiana Jones theme summation. Right?
Yeah. You know, it is full of motifs, just like Goodnight Moon. That's what I was. It's a very well-worn work of media criticism. Speaking of media criticism, if you could, if you could write your own TV show or movie, what would the main character be?
The main character would probably be, I'm looking around my house right now and I'm trying to figure it out. Probably Baby Yoda.
Excellent. You know what? Baby Yoda has not gotten enough attention in The Mandalorian. He needs his own property.
I hope we get that in season 2.
Yes.
Hey, Walker. When you were a little younger, I'm talking post Goodnight Moon era because I need you to remember. What did you want to be when you grew up?
I wanted to be a police officer.
You did? Okay. Is that something you still want to be?
Possibly. I haven't really decided since I have basically like 2 years left of high school.
Yeah.
So what is it that kind of draws you to that?
Probably my protective services class. That's been a lot of fun. I've learned a lot from it.
Awesome. Speaking of class, if you could take any class, like real or imaginary, from any school, magical or otherwise, what would it be?
Probably the Jedi Academy.
I was going to say calculus, but yours is way better.
I mean, I don't have any more questions for Walker or for Lori via Walker.
How am I related?
You're related.
I
had
am.
to.
I know.
All right. Well, I have one or two more, Walker. So, since you seem to rely on your mother for advice, even when you don't realize you need to do it, what's a question that you ask her way too often, or Lori, what's a question that he asks you way too often? Just a question he asks all the time.
Can we go for a drive?
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty much.
And what's a question, Walker, that you've always wanted to ask her but haven't yet?
Mom, can I have a car?
Okay, it seems related. All right.
You guys never asked me that question.
No, I haven't. I haven't.
Okay. All right. So thanks, Walker. As you know, we're going to be inspired throughout the show, including in this very first game, which we call Fam Catchphrase. And so in this game, Walker, you're going to see three of our players. They're going to have a scene, and one of our players, Jared, is going to be able to say anything at all that he wants. But the other two, Audrey and Mallory, are only going to have one question and one statement, and that will be all that each of them can say. So I'm going to make a couple things you said a little more generic. So for Audrey, your comment is going to be, don't raise a villain. And then your question will be the ever popular, can we go for a drive? And for Mallory, your statement is going to be, Dad, we're being attacked by the evil army. And your question is going to be, hey, can I have a vehicle? So just review, make sure you've got them. Audrey?
Don't raise a villain. And can we go for a drive?
And Mallory?
Dad, we're being attacked by the evil army. And can I have a vehicle?
Okay. And just so you all know, Jared, you're going to be in a protective services class.
Okay, class, I've got some bad news. Our protective services class van has been taken from us, so we don't have the use of the protective services van anymore.
Can I have a vehicle?
I clearly just said that we lost the use of our protective services van. It's kind of too soon to start thinking about getting you a vehicle.
Can we go for a drive?
I feel like you guys aren't paying attention to what I'm saying here. Our van is no longer with us.
Well, don't raise a villain.
Nothing I have said or done implies that I am raising any sort of villain here. I didn't want to lose the van.
Dad, we're being attacked by the evil army.
Okay, it's weird that you still call me Dad in the class, number one. Number two, evil army? I feel like we would need a van to kind of deal with an evil army thing, and we...
Ooh, can I have a vehicle?
Like 2 seconds ago, I said we don't have a... You're not taking notes, are you? If you were taking notes, you would know that we don't have a vehicle.
Don't raise a villain. Don't raise a villain.
Okay. You seem to have a theme going, thinking that I'm just trying to teach this class, the protective services class. We're the good guys, people, the good guys.
Maybe, can we go for a drive?
Okay, regardless of whether or not I am accompanying you, without the van, there's no going for a drive. The van is we have no van. We don't.
Yo, don't raise a villain, man. Don't raise a villain.
That's so accusatory when you keep saying that.
Dad, we're being attacked by the evil army.
Don't raise a villain.
Okay, number one, we can't both be getting attacked by an evil army and raising villains. Okay, those two, you can't. And number two, the dad thing. It's weird. It's weird. Okay, just call me Mr. Hammersmith. That's fine. Okay. I feel like we need to kind of move forward with our instruction today. We've been working together a lot. So today I'm thinking we could have a theme where we talk about like foot patrols. How to do.
Can I have a vehicle?
Okay, I thought the term foot patrols would kind of tell the story of what exactly it is that we're doing here. It involves walking, not vehicling of any kind.
Can we go for a drive?
No, man! Okay? You can't do a foot patrol while you drive. We gotta know how to do a foot patrol, okay? If you don't get yourself in line, ugh. All right.
Don't raise a villain.
I blame you. I blame you for that. If you were getting me so fired up here, we'd have a calmer, more constructive little period of instruction. We've been in this class for 6 months, guys. Come on. Let's talk about foot patrols, okay? They're important.
Dad? We're being attacked by the evil army.
The dad thing continues to be weird and creepy. It's not getting less creepy and weird as time goes on. It continues. And also, those were repo guys, okay?
And scene. All right. Tough class. All right, now we move into our next game. And now we'll be able to take volunteers because we are Bring Your Own Improv. So we're hoping some of you want to bring the improv. And in our first game, it'll be Centerpiece. Our volunteer, if you should choose to accept, will be in not one, but 2 scenes, with our centerpiece was John, because in Centerpiece, John is in the middle of 4 scenes. He's got 4 people around him and there are 4 scenes going on. John will be in all of them with a rotating cast of characters. So if you'd like to play in a couple of scenes with a couple of our players, go ahead and put in the chat, hey, I'd like to volunteer, or use the hand up reaction or some way. Let us know that you want to be involved and we will get you in there. And then you can play in a couple scenes. So we'll give it a moment for that. And just various topics, 4 different scenes, John in all of them. All right. Not seeing anyone, we will go to Candace. Oh, Candace is already in, sorry. We will go to Audrey. So we're gonna have four scenes, like I said, going on. Scene 1 will be Candace, Daniel, and John. Scene 2 will be Daniel, Jared, and John. Scene 3 will be Jared, Audrey, and John. And scene 4 will be Audrey, Candace, and John. The man in the middle. So let's get some suggestions to inspire these scenes. So over the last week, what's something you've seen or heard on the news that's not like the same old news that you've been hearing for a while, something really different or odd or unusual that that you heard about in the last week? Just go ahead and put that in the chat. Okay, that's kind of scary. All right. Okay, I did not know that. All right, all right. Okay, so for scene 1, first thing I saw is Taco Bell getting rid of Mexican pizza. So scene 1, your inspiration is going to be Mexican pizza. And scene 2, your inspiration is going to be Funko, whatever Funko inspires for you. Scene 3, you're going to be inspired by Garfield. Garfield is your inspiration. And scene 4, Iceland. Whatever Iceland makes you think of, that will be your inspiration. Okay, so just review and make sure we've got it. Scene 1.
Mexican pizza.
All right, scene 2.
Funko.
Scene 3
Garfield.
and scene 4.
Iceland.
Iceland.
Okay, so let's begin at the top with scene 1.
I need the Mexican pizza, but I couldn't find it at Chipotle.
OMG, you couldn't find it at Chipotle? That's like my favorite place to get Mexican pizza.
I know, normally I go for the burrito bowls, but I wanted to switch it up today and do the pizza they have, but I couldn't find it anywhere.
Oh my God, you also like burritos.
I do. Chipotle, I love going there. Their burritos, the tortillas, killer.
Oh
Three.
my goodness, you dropped the letter R.
I did drop. Who needs it anyway?
Yeah.
Who needs them?
Who invited this guy?
Scene 2.
Ayo, I like the musical you're playing.
I love Funko too. It's the new dance wave hitting all the radio stations.
I love the music, but I also love you.
Oh, I love you.
I love you more.
Oh, please keep going. Oh, I love this.
I love the way you move, though.
Thanks. I took some Funko classes. I signed up with my girlfriends.
I love the way you move your hips like you're gonna have to get surgery when you're 40.
Oh, I'm already there, honey. I've got my appointment scheduled next month.
Scene 3.
Excuse me, Mr. 20th President of the United States.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, so it's 1881 now. We're supposed to be entering the Gilded Age, and this age is not gilded enough, please. Can you please do something about that?
Let me call my buddy Gilded Garfield, and he'll get it going. Okay? He got to get it going with the Gilded Gold. Got it?
Okay.
So I can send him a telegram, the gram on the telegraph, the graph and the gram. I can send Garfield a graph.
An instant gram. I love the way that sounds.
An instant gram. It's the wave of the future. As we enter the Gilded Age, gotta keep an eye out for the instant gram, okay?
You know, one thing they always said about the Gilded Age is when we enter the Gilded Age, there's going to be a lot of alliteration. So that's how I know for sure we're definitely in a Gilded Age right now because of that. Or let's call it glitteration.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if we're gilding everything else, why not gild the alphabet too and do the glitteration?
Scene 4.
Okay. We need to stop this, all right? I don't know how many times I have to tell you not to leave the ice maker on ice. I always go when I try and get a glass of water and all of the ice comes out and makes the whole kitchen an iceland, okay? Covered in ice, and I have to clean up every single time.
I'm sorry, but it's like coming up from above and like it's also leaking into the house. It's not helping our situation.
We have to tell the roommates upstairs that they need to do the opposite. They need to switch it from water to ice because they keep trying to get ice and they just keep trying and trying and trying. It's just water.
I know. I think we have a drain on the floor we could use to drain out some of this water that's falling down.
Oh, drain it into the apartment below us. Brilliant. Let's do that.
Let's let them deal with it. We don't need to be worrying about this.
Water falling from my face. What's happening? It's like I'm a fridge dispenser.
Scene 2.
Ew, I love it the way you never floss your teeth, though. You're gonna have to get some dentures when you get older because of that.
I may not floss my teeth, but I floss my hips. I wanted to add this to the Funko dance and see if I could create a routine.
I love that you've knocked out plenty of short people that were near you and they're on the ground crying now.
Well, they need to watch their space. They signed up to be here. That's not my problem.
Ayo! I love it the way you don't care about anything, like hitting the little kids who are all around you. That's a great equality, yo.
Scene 3.
Giles Garfield got us going on the glitter, but the Gophers got grumpy about that.
I'm telling you, we're gonna gild the Gophers, and Garfield's gone away for vacation, and he is gonna come back and gild the Gophers. He's gonna gild the graders. He's gonna gild the gamers and the goaters and the golfers and all of the things. He's gonna gild them all.
Good
and
God.
put it on the ground.
There's gilded gravy on the goats.
Oh,
Goodness
yeah.
gracious.
The gravy's getting gilded too. That gravy's gonna get gilded. I'm telling you.
Scene 1.
Oh my goodness, you bought the country.
I did. I wanted the Mexican pizza so gosh darn bad. I decided to just buy the whole country so it will be more accessible when I'm feeling when the craving hits,
That's a really great motivation to buy country, food.
Oh, for sure. It's like the most exotic cuisine ever.
Oh my God, you just called Mexican pizza cuisine.
Well, it's just got that fine, like spicy kick to it that I absolutely love. I can't find it anywhere else. It's like one of a kind, I'm telling you. I don't know what
Scene 3.
they get it right.
Scene 3.
Good grapes. Gravity. Ga.
Oh, we're gonna gild the grapes. Garfield's gonna gild the grapes too. Okay, I love gilded grapes are hard to come by nowadays, so we're gonna gild the grapes.
Gilded gopher guts? Jeez.
Those are going in the Gilded Museum of Gilded Goodies.
Gilded geese with guns.
And the guns are
Goodness,
gilded
that
too.
Get
Gilded
out
geese
of
are gilded.
Great.
Scene 2.
I'm so glad I signed up. And you know what? Even though I'm knocking people out around me, it's just a really good stress reliever. That's why I'm really here.
I love the fact that you stole all of our girlfriends.
I know. What can I say? I put the moves on them.
Hell, I love it that you just sent all my hopes and dreams for the future crashing to the ground, though, huh?
I mean, you could always try next time. Maybe try a different dance class. You'll meet some new people.
Scene 3.
Galloping ganders are going to Germany.
Garfield gilded the galaxy.
And scene. Good gravy. Great. Let's move on to our next game, which is Party Quirks. And in Party Quirks, we've got Audrey throwing a party for 3 really, really unusual guests. So we will send Audrey off to the breakout room to prepare her party.
I'll miss you.
We'll miss you too, but we'll see you soon. And with Audrey gone, we can talk about these party guests. And that will be 2 of us and possibly 1 of you. So if you'd like to volunteer for this game, in this game, you will give clues. We'll tell you who you are, and you will give clues to try to get Audrey to guess who you are without actually telling her. So if you'd like to be one of those party guests, go ahead and put it in the chat. Somebody let us know that you want to join in. And our other 2 will be John and Mallory. Oh, okay, Lori. Lori would like to play. without Walker apparently, go ahead and unmute Lori, and we will get you involved. All right. So we need to find out. We need to find out what is so strange about these party guests. So let's get a few suggestions. So because we're on Zoom, we can do it. I'd like you to look around the room and see if you can find something close to you. What is some object that you almost never use in this room? It's just been sitting in the room and you almost never use it. If you could get that object and put it in front of the camera so that I can see it, and look and see if you've got something nearby. And all right, so all right. I think we will go with the first guest will be Rubik's Cube. Rubik's Cube will be attending this party. Then next, what is a type of animal that is exotic? Never see it around where you live. Strange kind of animal. You can put it in the chat. And then what is your favorite flavor of dessert that's not ice cream? So some kind of ice cream and not chocolate. We've had a lot of chocolate. Some other flavor, strange flavor that you really enjoy. Oh, okay.
You can type something if you really want to.
All right, I'll assume that muskrat is the animal, not the flavor. So we will go. We will go with. Oh, I think we have to go with the. We'll do a pair from Andrea. We'll take her together, and it'll be a coffee flavored jaguar. So we've got Rubik's Cube. We've got a coffee flavored jaguar. We'll do two from Andrea. And if you could put in some fictional character from literature, TV, any fictional character who you really enjoyed while you were growing up after the Goodbye Moon days, some favorite character from way back when. Put that in the chat. Okay, Scooby-Doo it is. All right, so our three guests are going to be a Rubik's Cube, a coffee flavored jaguar, and Scooby-Doo. So Lori, give you first choice. Which of those three would you like to be?
A Rubik's Cube.
Okay, you will be the Rubik's Cube. And then Mallory, you can be the Jaguar or Scooby-Doo.
I'll take Scooby-Doo.
You got it. And so that leaves John. You are the coffee flavored Jaguar. All right.
Hell
so
yeah.
those are our three guests. So let's bring our host back in. And while we're bringing her back in, Carrie will go get her. To remind you that because this is a hard game, we need your help in this. If Audrey is getting close, we want you to put your thumbs up, give a big thumbs up on screen to let her know that she's getting close and on the right track. If she actually gets one, you go ahead and clap and let her know that she's gotten and we can move on. So go ahead and do that for her, and it will help her out along the way as we wait for her to arrive. And what a party it shall be. And here she is. And once you unmute Audrey, you can start your party.
That's great because I'm going to have the best retirement party ever. We're going to have chips, a balloon, 4 walls, and a door. Maybe even guests.
Good thing you have a door.
Ding
Knock,
dong.
Oh, hello. Welcome, guest number 1 to my my retirement party.
I love your colors for your party.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for giving me the traditional retirement salute. I see that you're doing. Yes. So if you're interested, we do have a balloon, chips, and 4 walls.
I love 4 walls. I will fit perfectly into this party.
Great. Yeah, that was the goal. To have everybody feel like they fit in the space. Yeah.
So I could match any of these walls, and it's an amazing. I just feel at home here.
Yeah, that's what I endeavor, is that all my friends feel like they're at home in and maybe even in their own decorative mood.
Do you have a blue room? I think there's a part of me that really loves blue.
Yeah, there's a part of me that really feels a connection with the shade of blue. Yeah. Absolutely. If you go outside, there's the sky. You could look
Knock, knock, knock.
Oh, I have another guest. I wasn't expecting two people to show up to my retirement party.
Hello.
Hello.
Do you have snacks?
Yes, I have chips, a balloon, and 4 walls.
Well, I'm not. Chips are a great snack. Chips, great snack. I'm looking for something particular shape and a particular kind of snack.
Yeah, your energy is absolutely infectious. I'm sure we can get you something for breakfast or lunch or dinner. Or just for an in-between snackaroo.
Snacks. Yes, snacks.
Yeah. Excellent. Well, I did invite a lot of fast food mascots to my party, but not a lot of them showed up.
Knock, knock, knock.
Oh, a third guest for my retirement party. This is going to be an interesting evening indeed. Hello.
Hello, how's it going?
Hi, guest number 3. Wow. You really remind me of my vampire phase back in 2002.
Well, I mean, I am in the mood for some bloody meat, but not necessarily like humans. Do you got any like gazelles or antelope or general African prey meat?
Well, I do have chips, a balloon, and 4 walls, but the balloon, you could paint a gazelle on it and then pretend and then pop it with your sharp nails.
Yeah, oh my god, I'd love to sink my claws into that one.
Yeah. Well, watch out because we only have 1 balloon. So it's pop it and it's done.
Okay.
Excuse me. I'm kind of stuck in this corner. Could you help me?
Good old friend number 1. I would never leave you hanging, of course. So you don't have a reverse gear, do you? That might make it easier.
I seem to fit very well into this corner, but now I'm stuck. So I think maybe if you turn me,
okay.
you might be able to go.
Of course. Okay. So having a place where you belong is really important, right? That's what I've always been telling myself. I feel like there's always, a missing piece of my life.
Yeah, sometimes there's a missing piece when people try to do something a little different, but I just like to get myself in an alignment every once in a while.
Absolutely. I 500 of my best friends, they live in that box over there, and they lots of puzzle pieces are welcome at my retirement party. I'm sure you're glad to know that fact about me.
I'm so glad to be with people who are like me. And if I could just get myself together, I think we'll have a great time.
Exactly. Yeah.
Ruh-roh. I think we've ran out of snacks.
Oh no. Guest number 2. I think we have a real mystery on our hands because I can't find my balloon.
Ruh-roh. That's a problem. We need the balloon. Otherwise, it's just 4 walls and a bowl, because no more snacks.
You ate all the chips, didn't you, Scooby-Doo?
Yeah.
That's classic Scooby move. Classic Scooby move. This is why I shouldn't have invited you to my retirement party. But it's okay. You can stay. Just, keep a lookout for old Mr. Jenkins. He's always causing hijinks.
Okay.
If the dog's gonna stay here, do you think I could eat it?
Listen, I don't know how things work out in the jungle, out where you have all those wild laws, but the food chain around here isn't like that. It's humans eat chips, dogs eat chips, lions eat chips. What kind of world?
They do. Well, I'm jealous because I got stuck with all the spots, but that dog over there doesn't have any.
Yeah, well, you're lucky that I spotted you when we first met back in 87. because
Yeah.
not everybody would reach out to be best friends with a cheetah.
Oh, well, so you've met my cousin.
Oh yeah, yes.
We're like kind of related, but not really. Like, I tolerate him, but
Yeah.
his spots are weird kinds. I've got the good spots.
Yeah, that's what I'm always saying. I like, I feel like my sister got the good spots and me, I'm just a leopard.
Whoa, my brother-in-law's a leopard. And
Hey, wow, you have quite the extensive family, guest number 3.
well, I've also heard out in the East, it's weird because they took my name and they put it on something I think they confused that item for me. It's I'm a cat, but they put it on a car, I think is what they're called. So this car has the same name as me.
That's wild because I just went to the dealership and I bought myself a Jaguar last week. Maybe.
Oh, so you've seen them. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Do they do what I do?
Yeah, which is run really fast.
Some people, they like come near me and all of a sudden they like, it's kind of offensive. They like get a good whiff and then they have to run away and then.
That's what my car does. Exactly. Yes, you should go meet my car out back. She's really sweet, but I'm kind of afraid to leave Scooby-Doo alone with her.
You know what? When I come up close to him, the scent just gets me all energized. And then
do you like it?
Twisting like this. It's crazy. But then all my colors are getting mixed up again.
Yeah. So I assume that this jigsaw that you left here last week, that's not yours, is it?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. This is Gerald's. Got it. Okay. So
is there a yellow square back there? Can you see? Is there a yellow square?
Oh yes, you definitely got a case of the yellow squares. Yeah.
I'm trying to get that yellow square over to the front all night. Do you think you can help me?
Yeah. I got a lot of loser signs posted noted on my back when I was in high school, and I have a lot of experience with that. So I can grab that for you.
Knock, knock, knock.
Ooh, a surprise mystery guest. Come on in.
Hey, I'm your neighbor. I just wanted some. Hey, you've got 4 walls in here, right?
Yep, 4 walls.
Did you take the paint off some of these walls and put it on the other wall? I feel like you cheated on these walls. They look like you had paint on them, and you took that paint off, and you put the paint on other walls to make it match. You're a cheater, aren't you? I'm gonna go back to my apartment where my 4 walls, my chips, and my solid balloon work perfectly fine, and they're not cheated.
Okay, thanks for dropping by, Mr. Neighbor. I'm sure your words of wisdom will mean a lot to me in the coming years. So, I don't think I've ever been much of someone who wants to follow the rules. Yeah, I just want to have something ready-made and just put it right where it belongs.
Sometimes it's easier if you just take that yellow square off my back and replace it with the blue square on my front. You get it?
Yeah, of course.
And then I'll be all blue on this side and I will blend with the sky.
I have always wanted to be one with the sky. That's exactly what I've been saying all these years. So, well, tell your friends at Rock'em Sock'em Robots that I'd be happy to help you out with all your color coding needs.
You know what, Audrey? Don't feel bad. Only smart people deal with her and all her colors and moving them around, and it's super elitist and for smart people.
Thanks. That really builds my confidence. Thank you, guest number.
You're welcome.
So let's say that Okay, let's say that I have a genius friend who is actually quite good at solving all your problems.
Oh, that would be very helpful.
Okay, because I can give him a call right now, and his name is Ernest Rubik, and I think he can help you out, Mr. Rubik.
Oh, I know. I'm close friends with Ernest.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah. So I'll give him a call, and we can wrap this party up Audrey style.
Thank you so much.
Best retirement party ever.
Although I'm wondering now if in your old age you maybe need a bit more energy. So if you want to like take a good whiff of like me, maybe it could help give you a little buzz.
Thanks, Jaguar. What a kind offer. But
Yeah.
I think I'll stick to solving mysteries with Scooby over there. That gives me plenty of energy and youth.
Okay. I mean, I did deodorize with Folgers today just for the occasion.
Okay, yeah. You know, a caffeinated Jaguar will be the best part of my party.
I mean, I definitely do eat it, so I drink it too, so it definitely secretes outward and creates an aromatic experience.
You know, when I first met you, your sweat didn't smell like coffee, and you didn't sweat coffee. But now you're just a Jaguar whose saliva is coffee.
I mean, it does happen sometimes on days when I like go really hard, but like it's always just a general aerating cloud that hangs over me and people just put their noses right in and
Yeah, yep. That's, you know, being a wildcat that smells like coffee. That's got to be a rough time for you.
You know, it really is. It really is. And this has just been lovely. Thank you so much.
Okay, so let's just recap those guests, Audrey. All three.
Okay. Well, first I had the Rubik's Cube. Then I had Scooby-Doo. And then I was joined by my favorite party guest, Jaguar, who smells like coffee. Maybe.
All right, what a party it was in four walls with chips and a balloon. Moving on to our next game. We're going to talk about some slogans. You can create slogans for products. We're going to do that right here and now for some new products and maybe some old ones. So our cast will do that. Some of you will. This is real simple. You're in your square, and if you think you know, if you volunteer, if you think you know a slogan for something, you say me, put up your hand, say me, wait for me to call on you. When I call on you, you come up and you say what your slogan is for that thing. We'll have a few different things. You can come up with slogans for them that you think are funny. You say me, I let you talk about your slogan. So I can take up to 3 people who think they want to come up with funny slogans for things. So I see Corey wants to play. Amy wants to play. Let's jump in, our own Amy visiting us. And we'll go with those 2. And I need a few things in the chat, a few ideas for things that we can get slogans for. So Corey, are you on?
Yes, sir, Ryan.
Okay, Amy, are you on?
Think so?
Yeah, you are. Okay. So if you could go ahead and put in the chat some of your favorite cities, countries, places to visit. And while you're loading in some of those, the other thing that I would like is some occupations. Different occupations. And we'll get a few of those down. And I'm actually going to pull back some of the things from that initial question I asked you at the beginning. And it's all right, we got a lot of stuff to work with, and we got a lot of casts. So let's kick it off with some slogans for watermelon, somebody's favorite food. Daniel, you're muted, but I see the hand.
Me.
Go ahead.
Watermelon. Even when we're seedless, we still have seeds.
Hey.
Corey.
Watermelon. The seeds are always in the middle.
Me.
Amy.
Watermelon. They're always single because they can't elope.
Me.
John.
Watermelon. For when coffee vegetables aren't in season.
Me.
Jared.
Watermelon. When you kind of want to eat, but you also want to spit.
Me.
Corey.
Watermelon. The thing that always weighs a ton when you always smash it all over the floor.
Me.
Audrey.
Watermelon. For when hydrogen dioxide melon is just too complicated.
Me.
Daniel.
Watermelon. For when you have a mallet, but your jokes just aren't funny enough.
All right, let's have some slogans for Paris. Paris inspires lots of slogans.
Me.
John.
Paris. It's my favorite place to go when I have to wee.
Me.
Corey.
Paris. Bonjour, mademoiselle. Let me show you to your bedroom.
Me.
Candace.
Come visit. We got cheese.
Me.
Me.
Daniel.
For Paris. I fell for it.
Me.
Amy.
Paris. You'll go back if you've got the hunch.
Me.
Let's have it for slogans for accountants.
Me.
Corey.
Accountants. Andrea is the best accountant ever.
Me.
Amy.
Accountants. For when you want to take a gap year.
Me.
Daniel.
Accountants. You can count on them stealing your money.
Me.
Mallory.
Accountants. Bet you didn't account for that.
Me.
Jared.
Accountants. You know they'll give you their number.
Let's have some slogans for the Grand Canyon.
Me.
Daniel.
The Grand Canyon. You can hear it. A lot.
Me.
Jared.
Grand Canyon. Way better than the mediocre canyon over there.
Some slogans. Oh, Amy.
The Grand Canyon. It's your parents' canyon.
Me.
Audrey.
The Grand Canyon. It rocks.
Let's have some slogans for martial arts instructor.
Me.
Amy.
Martial arts instructors. They have the mojo in the dojo.
Me.
Corey.
Martial arts instructor.
Me.
Daniel.
Bad martial arts instructors. Instead of Cobra Kai, it's just Cobra Sai.
It's okay. Let's have some slogans for curry.
Me.
Daniel.
Curry. For when Candace just can't get married.
Inside joke.
Me.
Candace.
Always better with a little bit of maple. Another inside joke.
Me.
Jared.
I don't really have a joke. I just want to be a part of some inside joke somewhere.
Me.
John.
Tim who?
Oh.
All right. Slogans for Greece.
Me.
Audrey.
Greece. It's the second best thing about a McDonald's burger.
Me.
Corey.
Greece. Greece is the word. It's the word. It's the word. It's got groove. It's got meanings.
Me.
Daniel.
When you want to sing about getting struck by lightning in a car shop. Greece.
Me.
John.
Go to Greece. Why do that when I can just wipe it off my forehead?
Me.
Jared.
Greece. It's what we said before dinner. Greece.
And scene. All right. Well, we certainly tried that on. The next game, we're going to be doing some more trying on because our next game is Try That On for Size. And Try That On for Size, that's a game where we have 2 players up at a time, and they will be doing one repetitive physical action. And as they do that action, they'll say what they're doing and then say, try that on for size. And the other person who's playing will be doing the same action. We'll have to justify it a different way, explain what it is that they're doing in a totally different way. They'll say what they're doing and they'll say, try that on for size. And so you go back and forth until somebody can't figure out what to do with the repetitive motion that they're doing. They get knocked out, somebody new comes in, and that's how it goes. So looking for up to 3 volunteers who want to play this. Looks like Corey wants in again. And we've got no one else, so we'll go ahead with that. And so, Mallory, is there something we haven't used on the board that we kind of need to get to?
Haven't done on the board. We haven't done Indiana Jones yet.
All right, we have not done Indiana Jones. So we're going to start with, Corey, I'll let you know when you come in on this. You'll actually be after Mallory and before John. So we're going to start with Jared and Audrey with some physical action, Jared, that's inspired by Indiana Jones.
I am replacing the whatever historical thing he's stealing with a heavy sack. Try that on for size.
I'm trying to drive, but my fingers are too arthritic. Try that on for size.
These windshield wipers are too slow to really be of any use. Try that on for size.
The cat was on my computer and now it's off my computer. Try that on for size.
I'm moving the bowling pins 2 at a time and I'm going no faster than that. Try that on for size.
Here's your 2 whiskeys, sir. Try that on for size.
I'm at the old folks home doing the twist. Try that on for size.
Would you like to see my newly painted nails? They're so beautiful. Try that on for size.
Oh, no. Okay, he's out of them. And that's how it goes. All right. So, Audrey, you stay in and we'll bring in Mallory. And Audrey, you're up first. Nail salon. Since you just had your nails done, some other physical action inspired by nail salon.
I am painting a smiley face on my thumbnail. Try that on for size.
I am pulling the cuticle skin over my thumb. Try that on for size.
There's a tiny little ant upon my finger, and he will not leave me alone. Try that on for size.
Eventually, I will make it through to the other side and start this fire.
I'm sharpening my nails so that I can be a lion of the jungle. Try that on for size.
No. Enough nails, enough nails. We need something a little bit more exotic. All right. Audrey, you're out. Corey, you are in. And Mallory, fire starter is your inspiration for your physical action.
I'm starting a fire. Try that on for size.
I am washing my hands vaporously. Try that on for size.
I'm playing invisible baseball. Try that on for size.
I am playing with sand blocks. Try that on for size.
And I'm poking you, and I'm poking you, and I'm poking you, and I'm poking you. Try that on for size.
I am rubbing my hands to see how hot they are. Try that on for size.
No, nope, nothing. All right. Corey, you're in. John, you're in. Okay, so the inspiration will be hot hands, Corey. Some physical action, not having hot hands, but just inspired by hot hands.
My hands are too hot. Try that on for size.
I'm trying to clap, but there's a magnetic force preventing me from doing so. Try that on for size.
I am juggling balls rapidly. Try that on for size.
I'm trying the new Funko dance craze. Try that on for size.
My hands are starting to get really bendy. Try that on for size.
I am passing a loaf of bread back and forth. Try that on for size.
Oh, nope, you got him. All right, Corey, you're out. John, you're in. And Candace, you come in with John. And last thing I heard was bakery. So, John, some physical action inspired by bakery.
I am frosting a cake. Try that on for size.
I'm measuring this ribbon. Try that on for size.
I'm drizzling sprinkles. Try that on for size.
I am playing with my cat and making him very dizzy. Try that on for size.
I'm getting a really good mixture going of my milk and cereal. Try that on for size.
My potion will be ready soon. Try that on for size.
I'm cleaning the inside of my flower vase. Try that on for size.
I'm trying to open this curtain, but I keep missing. Try that on for size.
My pool filter broke, so now I have to clean my pool square foot by square foot. Try that on for size.
Trying to get this one single mosquito out of my face. Try that on for size.
I'm practicing drawing the head of the statue of David. Try that on for size.
My arm is gonna fall off. He wins that.
Okay. So, John, you stay on, and Daniel, you come in. And we'll go with, since Candace couldn't make it, we'll keep her spirit alive with maple curry. John, some action inspired by maple curry.
I am picking maple leaves off the tree for my recipe. Try that on for size.
I am trying to get my very large child zipper undone from his jacket. Try that on for size.
I'm practicing sign language for be quiet. Try that on for size.
The bells, the tiny bells. Try that on for size.
I am ripping off the old calendar months off my old calendar. Try that on for size.
Lights are on, lights are off. Lights are on, lights are off. Try that on for size.
There is a bunch of stickers on my curtain, and I'm trying to get them all off. Try that on for size.
I'm weighing down the justice so that it goes my way. Try that on for size.
I'm trying to get this rope to get the sail up on my ship, but I can only do it one-handed. Try that on for size.
I put my pottery wheel on the wall, and that way I can make a better bowl. Try it on for size.
I'm holding my child, so I can only drive with one hand. Try that on for size.
I think you should drive with both hands, so I'm good.
All right. All right. Hey, if you're having as much fun as we are, we hope you're enjoying the show. And obviously, we want you here to laugh, and that's the main purpose. If you want to do more than laugh, however, we also allow you to donate if you're so inclined. You can do that using these big letters behind me. If you go to Venmo, you can go to Bring Your Own Improv, or PayPal me/BYOI. Or if you don't want to write this down or pay attention to this now, you can go to our website anytime, bringyourownimprov.com. There's a donate button there. Click it and do the rest. We'd really appreciate it. We're bringing you these shows for free, and we enjoy doing it, but it always helps for those who are inclined to give a little as well. So if you're of a mind to do so, feel free. And again, thank you very much, Carrie Ann, for doing just that. We appreciate it quite a lot. You are a patron of the arts. Hey, our next game is going to be movie critics. So we're going to see a movie, and you may remember those old shows where the movie critics talk about the movie and then they see the movie. That's what we're going to do. I can take one volunteer who wants to help me talk about the movie and introduce the scenes. So if you'd like to do that, go ahead and put it in the chat. Lori wants to be on. Okay, Lori, be happy to have you as my co-critic as soon as you're unmuted. Oh, Walker. Okay, fine. You're our fan. By all means, join me. So let's get you muted. Walker, are you with me?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Um, so, uh, Walker, welcome to the show again. So this I found to be a really, really interesting movie. And can you just remind the audience what that movie was about?
Oh man, it was about a man who's I don't know, who started some sort of war or something.
Man Who Started the War. That's correct. And you know, with a title like "Don't Raise a Villain," you knew that that there was potentially going to be trouble. So, I mean, certainly that first scene kind of let us know what we were in for, and Jared and Audrey are going to play out that first scene for us of this dramatic movie.
I don't know. I think we should put pineapple on pizza.
Gee, partner, that's where you're wrong. Pineapple, that belongs on a Tropicana fruit juice. That don't belong on a pizza.
Look, Tex, I didn't bring you here from all the way out in Texas, hence the name, for you to get in the way of my dreams. Everybody will love pineapple on pizza.
Listen, when we started this pizza enterprise, I thought we were gonna agree on everything, but it looks like we're gonna have to draw the Nerf guns and we're gonna have to fire some foam bullets at each other.
Whoa, Tex. That may be how you solved your problems back in Texas, which is where you got your name from. But out here, we solve our problems by conversation. And this conversation is going to be about putting pineapple on pizza.
Nobody has conversations anymore, Michigan.
Number one, calling me Michigan like that, that's just unfair, okay? I didn't ask to be born in Michigan, okay? Is it something to be ashamed of? Yes. Which is why it's not nice of you to bring it up, okay? Number two, I think everybody will agree that pineapple on pizza is going to be a delicious and wonderful idea.
All right, well, I've already painted my banners and I'm ready to fly them high above my car. What about you, Pineapple Man?
Okay, well, that certainly set the stage for the conflict which was to ensue as the movie developed. And you know, we could see that these guys weren't getting along. We could see that bad things were brewing. But Walker, where was the really unexpected place that all of this ended up boiling over?
Somehow they ended up on Mars.
On Mars. Nobody expected that. Nobody expected that at all. And of course, when they got to Mars, they found really strange aliens with really strange ideas. And that would be Mallory and John. Let's kind of see them having to deal with these unexpected arrivals.
Who are these people that put these strange things on their food?
Well, I don't really know who they are, but they've got a lot of problems. Pineapple doesn't go on pizza.
They seem to be fighting a lot about it.
It does seem to be a big problem.
What's worse, they've even brought their conflict here to our homeland. What are we going to do?
They did. What if we made our own pizza? Then they could get along because they like our pizza.
Amazing. What should we put on our special pizza?
Deodorant.
Amazing.
'Tis genius.
Who's got the Gillette?
Well, this was truly an amazing idea, of course, and our feuding pizza entrepreneurs were amazed to discover deodorant pizza on Mars and then take it back to their pizza parlor on Earth. And so let's see that dramatic final scene in the pizza parlor where our Earthlings get introduced to that deodorant pizza, and that would be Candace and Daniel at the pizza parlor.
West Virginia, this tastes like Axe.
Okay, Wisconsin. I don't really know. I don't really know what you were thinking bringing me here on a date. I mean,
I'm sorry. I just figured.
I thought we were gonna go with like a cucumber melon type of deal. I don't understand why you have to always get the manliest pizza ever. It's too manly.
Cucumber and melon don't belong on a pizza. I mean, I was thinking about the other pizza, but it's a little too strange. It was pineapple and Canadian bacon, and that was just mind blowing. I wasn't expecting that combination.
So cucumber and melon doesn't belong on a pizza, but Old Spice does? Make it make sense.
I'm sorry. We were trying different sauce. This is really powdery. Did they stick a whole stick on this? Ugh.
Oh, I feel like I'm walking by that one store at the mall that's always like just walking. Oh, it's like walking by that store. How that's walking by, how that tastes.
West Virginia, trust me. When we go on our second date, we'll have something totally to talk about. I actually was planning on bringing you to a Yankee Candle. I'm so glad you brought that up.
Yeah, I could also mean Hollister, but Yankee Candle also works.
Yeah, my mouth smells like a 13-year-old.
And scene. Yep, that was a classic for sure. That's going to be a cult movie someday, I'm sure of it. All right. Unfortunately, guys, we have come to our last game of the 7 o'clock show. Aww. Aww. But it's a song, Walker, for you, sung by our tremendous cast, and they'll take it away, starting with Candace.
Well, we like to not raise villains in here. I do run, I do run.
Everybody's a friend and maybe a peer. I do run, I do run, a doobie-doo, yeah.
I can't remember anything about Goodnight Moon, a doobie-doo, yeah.
Hope I get to read it soon, a doobie-doo, yeah.
And after that I'll swoon. I do run, I do run.
Everybody's pizza has to have pineapple. I do run, I do run.
And wash it down with a nice bottle of Snapple. A do run, a do run, a doobie-doo, yeah.
That's why they call me Tex, a doobie-doo, yeah.
Because I got good hex, a doobie-doo, yeah.
And it's nice to have checks. I do run, I do run.
He gets helpful input from his mom. A do run, a do run.
And I cheer for you with lots of pom-pom. I do run, a do run, a doobie-doo, yeah.
Well, it's really nice, a doobie-doo, yeah.
And let's have spice, a doobie-doo, yeah.
But you will suffice. A do run, a do run.
Hope I'm not late for Jedi class. I do run, a do run.
Because I wouldn't get to pass. A do run, a do run, a doobie-doo, yeah.
But I like to learn, a doobie-doo, yeah.
And just a little concern, a doobie-doo, yeah.
I keep remains in an urn. A do run, a do run.
I can't wait to have a vehicle. A do run, a do run.
Almost as much as I like treacle. I do run, I do run, a doobie-doo, yeah.
But if you ride, you'll be a squawker, a doobie-doo, yeah.
I really wish you'd said something about playing soccer, a doobie-doo, yeah.
And that's our fam Walker. I do run,
I do run.
Hey, that is our fam Walker, and that is our show. Hey, everybody. We do this every Friday night for you, and because it's Zoom, we can kind of do it for anybody, anywhere. So if you've got a gathering, well, not really gathering, but if you've got a company or a birthday party or some event, you would like some entertainment, we can be hired to do that from anywhere to anywhere. Just get in contact with us through our webpage, and we can do that for you. Tell your friends, social media if you enjoy this. Obviously, we love having people here, and more people the merrier. If you're enjoying it, other people will too. So get the word out there. Thanks for all of you for being here. We love to have you. We especially love our volunteers. Like to thank all of them. Everybody who volunteered for us this evening. It is Bring Your Own Improv, and we're glad you did. Like to especially thank our fam Walker. You were the inspiration for us tonight. And I'd like to thank our great cast, and that'd be Jared.
A gang of grinning gorillas gripping gummies.
That'd be Audrey.
Thanks for coming to my retirement party, guys.
Mallory.
Dad, we're under attack.
John.
As someone who works in a store where things waft and smell, I'm really hurt.
Candace.
Hey, we had a show. It was fun.
And Daniel.
Oh my God, you stole our pineapples.
Also, thanks to Carrie, our door lady tonight, who greeted you when you came in. I am your host tonight, Ian. And
Scene.
Everybody wave for YouTube. Hey, good night.